Here we are. How's everybody doing? My name's Robyn O'Neil. I'm an artist and just a person who loves to read out loud to you. I love sharing the shit I love talking about the stuff I hate. I try to be positive, but I'm not always positive because I have anxiety issues, but I'm getting better all the time. This is Otis McDonald, my favorite royalty-free musician. He has a vinyl out. You can check that out at, I don't know what. Oh, I've linked it before. I'll find the link. Here, I'm writing a note right now. Find Otis's link. I love this guy. He provides royalty-free hip-hop, and you love it. I love it. Only one person I've ever met was honest who said they hated it, and I did not like that one bit. Sometimes I take things personally that have nothing to do with me. I mean, I guess you could say that has something to do with me. I've chosen this song as my podcast theme. I chose it long, long ago, and I really stand by it. But it's not, I didn't write this song. I didn't do this song. But I am looking out for Otis McDonald, and I don't like people dissing him because I think he's pretty much everything I ever play on here, even my outro music, how that changes all the time. It is from Otis McDonald. There's a few other people. Let me see. I'm gonna shout them out because I never do. The only other person I do is, God, they're all Otis McDonald. Gunnar Olsen, that's one. Gunnar Olsen, and let me see if I can find another one. Oh yeah, Silent Partner, and I think that's it. Humma Humma. Silent Partner, Gunnar Olsen, Otis McDonald. Those are my guys, everybody. All right, how are you? Is there anything in your body that's aching right now? For me, weirdly enough, my body feels great, even though I had a mammogram this morning. I had to go do my yearly mammogram. Not fun. Doesn't feel good. I've noticed some people out there don't know what a mammogram is. If you're a guy, you don't realize this, that when you get a mammogram, your breast gets smashed to the size of a pancake. So, yeah. It is crazy. If you don't know that, that's what happens when ladies are out getting their mammogram. It's an absolute insane situation. So embarrassing. Like there's a woman just grabbing your breast tissue and smushing it all different ways to try to get it as flat as possible. And these two steel things come down, or no, maybe they're now plastic. I don't know what they are. No, they're plastic because you can see through them. I do not look. I look away. Anyway, they smash them. There's a lot of breast tissue here on me. And it is as flat as a real pancake. And by the time, and then they run over and have to take an image of it. And it's not just once. It's many times on each breast. So anyway, my body's not aching, but that was a painful moment. Are you hot? Are you cold? Are you sweaty? Are you blemish filled? Do you notice any new moles on your body you got to go get checked out? How do you like your hair? Do you like your haircut right now? Do you like your hair color right now? Just in general, do you like your hair color? Right now, I'm having a bit of a hair crisis. I don't know what to tell you. I do not like my hair. I never really do like my hair, but I'm really in a self-hatred mode towards my hair. My bangs, I always like having bangs. My whole life, my mom told me I needed bangs, so I've been dead set on bangs, and I've just kind of let them grow out, and they look horrible, and I think I'm going to cut them myself tonight. My hair color, that's at a total crisis, too. I hate my natural hair color. I also hate how blonde my hair used to be. So now I've got sort of a dark thing going, but I hate maintenance of any kind with hair. So anyway, who cares? How about you? What's your deal with your hair? Are your nails thick and strong, or would you say they're a little bit brittle? Mine are strong. I've got very strong nails. So there's one positive for me. I've got one physical positive, and I've got thick enamel on my teeth and very strong nails. I don't know why. I'm lucky in that one only way. Everything else, lame. Do you feel you read enough? Are you scheduling in enough reading time? I heard from my friends, a couple, and I don't think they listen to this, but anyway, Julia and Kate told me that they get up at 6 a.m. together and they write and draw together at 6 a.m. for an hour every morning. That has nothing to do with reading, does it? But anyway, I thought that was a very sweet idea. Now, getting up at 6 a.m., that's very romantic sounding to me. That's never going to happen with me. I can barely get up at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. sometimes. So I can't. Today I had to get up early at 8 a.m. for me. And, because I don't want to go to sleep ever. In fact, I just bought Z-Quil. This is probably a bad idea. Okay. It's non-addictive. It even says non-addictive formula, but it's like NyQuil, but without the cold medicine stuff. And it is for sleep. Now I do melatonin sometimes, and it's weird. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. But I saw that Z-Quil, and I'm like, that sounds fun. So I'm going to try that tonight. Because my problem is, no matter how much I've done in a day, it's never enough. And I do not want to go to sleep until I feel like I've done a billion things. And I get so excited, like I want to watch the next movie. I want to finish the next crocheted bag. I want to keep drawing, whatever it is. Oh, I drive myself crazy. But today so anyway, I had my mammogram today. I think I'm done with the questions, by the way. Mammogram, I then treated myself because it's always a success. If you go and take care of your body and you go to a regular doctor appointment, I think you deserve to treat yourself. So whatever that is for you, if it's going and getting an ice cream or getting McDonald's or taking a walk in the park or taking a nap, for me, it's different each time for me. For me today, I wanted to go to this place called the Calico Cafe, and they have good sandwiches. Apparently Oprah Winfrey's been here because one day I went there and on the special of the day it said Oprah's favorite sandwich. I can't for the life of me remember what was on it, but I loved it. And today I tried a new sandwich called the Washington Turkey Sandwich, and it had herbed cream cheese, some sort of cranberry chutney, which normally I love cranberry, but something about that would turn me off. But today, some days you'll read a certain thing and you're like, that sounds awesome. Whatever was going on with the sandwich, I was in heaven. I must have been eating it kind of gross too, because I was starving. I didn't eat any breakfast. And the nice waitress came over and said, I'm going to give you some more napkins. Like right after some had fallen out of my mouth. And I mean, I was going to town on this sandwich. I'm not even embarrassed about that because who cares? I loved it. I think it was visible that I loved it. So that's okay. And then I'm so excited because my friend Erica's coming to visit me in Washington tomorrow. And this is my first visitor I've ever had here. So I'm very, very, very excited. And I sent her a little survey. If people come visit me, I always send them something that's like, a list of, if I were to choose my favorite Friday night dinner, it would be, and then I list like 8 things and get them to rate which one they want or whatever. So I was like, this Erica thing, I sent her an email was, the essentials I need for breakfast include this, and it was a blank mark to fill in, and this blank mark. And for my coffee, I would ideally have this brand, fill in the blank, and this kind of cream. So I'm getting her 2% milk, or I already did. Anyway, and then also what kind of sparkling water she wants, that kind of thing. So it was really fun for me. I love this. I got some flowers. So I took time at the store. This was something that, for some reason, even though I feel very busy right now, when I was walking through the store, I decided I'm going to get a coffee at the cafe at the store, at the grocery store. This was all after my sandwich. And I am going to walk slowly through the store. I'm not going to be in any hurry, even though I should have been in a hurry. I didn't want to be. I wanted to enjoy I love grocery stores honest to God, bury me underneath a grocery store, like a regular old grocery store, like a Kroger or a QFC or an Albertsons. When I'm dead, burn my body, put my ashes all over the salad bar at a grocery store or something. Or what aisle? Near the rice. Just like sprinkle some of it on the rice aisle or maybe the tea aisle and tea and coffee. Something like that because, the water aisle. That's where I want to be buried. Or not buried. Like that'd be crazy. That would be awesome actually. If I got some grocery store to agree to let my ashes, like somebody drills a hole into a tile or they get a tile up from the grocery store floor and put my ashes right there in front of the tons of water. That water aisle at every store is huge, which I love. I'd like it to be near distilled water because I love distilled water. Anyway, So yeah, that's what I did. I enjoyed myself. I just pretended like I didn't have a care in the world. I had nothing to do when I got home, which was not true, but I've tricked myself into believing I was a lady of leisure and that all I had to do was go to that grocery store today. And I loved every minute of it. I highly recommend that. For me, by the way, that is a complete miracle that I was able to do that because I'm one of these people who every second counts to me, but I'm noticing that's obviously giving me even more anxiety than I have. So it's so dumb of me. Time to change it. So that's what I did. And then my pet sitter, Casey, who I love, gave Frankie, last time she took care of Frankie, gave her treats that made Frankie freak out. And they were air dried turkey or something. They were really awesome. Like raw turkey air dried or something. I didn't know what they were, so I texted her and said, I got to get more of these. Frankie's never liked a treat more. And so she told me where to go, which was this feed supply store kind of place. So I went to the feed supply store. I located the treats. I got that and something else, one other thing. I can't remember what. And when I was walking out to my car, for some reason, when I was getting near the car, I pretended like somebody was chasing me and I started to like breathe really heavy and get in the car and look around and like backed out, not dangerous, but quickly, and looked around and tried to and I even took like a weird route home to pretend like somebody was following me out. I don't know what, I did not plan on this. I've never done this before in my life, but for some reason I was pretending to be chased out of the feed store. And I don't know, it was pretty fun. So I also I recommend all of the things I do, except for being mean to yourself and having anxiety. Actually, don't do anything I do. None of it is good. None of it works out. I'm a mess. So I scratch that. Do your own thing. You guys are all doing great. You're doing a great job being you, and I want you to continue it. Don't pay attention to me. In fact, just stop listening to this podcast. Turn it off and erase me from your brain. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some books. See, I have no idea what I'm going to read to you, but I'll find something. And I love you. All right, I'll be right back. All right. I think I hinted at this last week that I wanted to read from my new book from Harper and Row. This is Selected Poetry of Yehuda Amichai, and this is edited and translated by Hannah Block and Stephen Mitchell. This is one of the books I got at my new favorite bookstore, and it was published in '86. This is a nice hardback book. I don't know that I'll be able to I'll see if I can find this. I'm going to link whatever I can, but really, if you get any Yehuda Amichai book, you're going to love it. And this poem happens to talk about mortal loins. And since I was talking about wanting my ashes to be buried in the distilled water section of the grocery store, that seems like a perfect place to begin. I love this poem. I love him so much. I would say he's in my top 6 favorite poets of all time. Who's in your top 6? What's your top 6 favorite poets? Talk to me, you guys. Nobody's talking to me. Just leave a thing at one of my Instagram posts. I will read those eventually. I always read them. Usually, I don't look at a lot of my notifications more than once a week or so, but I want to hear from you guys. So the question is, is your body sweaty? Is anything in your body aching? Do you like your haircut? What's your favorite shirt? What's your softest shirt? Those kind of things. I want to hear about it. Who's your favorite poet? Who's your 6th favorite poet? Who's your 17th favorite musician? Anyway, Yehuda Amichai, in the middle of this century. In the middle of this century, we turned to each other with half face and full eyes, like an ancient Egyptian painting, and for a short time. I stroked your hair in a direction opposite to your journey. We called out to each other as people call out the names of the cities they don't stop in along the road. Beautiful is the world that wakes up early for evil. Beautiful is the world that falls asleep to sin and mercy. In the profanity of our being together, you and I. Beautiful is the world. The earth drinks people and their loves like wine in order to forget. It won't be able to. And like the contours of the Judean mountains, we also won't find a resting place. In the middle of this century, we turned to each other. I saw your body casting the shadow, waiting for me. The leather straps of a long journey had long since been tightened crisscross on my chest. I spoke in praise of your mortal loins. You spoke in praise of my transient face. I stroked your hair in the direction of your journey. I touched the tidings of your last day. I touched your hand that has never slept. I touched your mouth that now, perhaps, will sing. Desert dust covered the table we hadn't eaten from, but with my finger I wrote in it the letters of your name. Let's give that a round of applause, everybody. Hello. Yehuda Amichai is commonly regarded as Israel's leading poet and one of the major poets of our time. That's right. There he is. Search Me Reading Stuff on, I don't know, wherever, Me Reading Stuff plus Yehuda Amichai's name, and you will see I have read him so many times on this podcast for good reason. You guys, what do I have to say to you? Thank you so much. I want to, man, I don't have it printed out, but I did get a very nice review, and it made my day, so thank you to whoever that was. I will try to read that next week if I remember. That really meant the world to me. A nice 5-star review. Thank you. Please tell your friends if you think they might enjoy this. Please tell your mom about it. I guarantee she would be all over this. There are a lot of my friends' parents, or not friends, I don't know, people I'm acquainted with, somehow I've got a lot of parents listening to this. I love that. Thank you to the parents out there. Thank you for having us kids. Thank you for raising us right. Thank you for raising us horribly. We all end up the same anyway, so thank you for all of that. Remember, pick out your favorite spot in the grocery store. Where would you be buried in a grocery store? If you were buried in a grocery store? Which section? Which aisle? The bakery? I imagine a lot of people are going to say the bakery for some reason. Bakery and maybe the baking aisle. Anyway, you guys, enough out of me. I love you so much. Have a great week and weekend, and thank you so much for being my friend. All right, goodbye, everybody.